technical theater, you get work, it seems like, off the bat. Because of that, I've gotten an opportunity to now work on other projects that I wouldn't have had if I didn't have this tech experience.
I love set design. You really kind of start the blocking as a designer by picking the furniture, and I love working with directors. Well, Marymount, it's a small school in a big city, which is why it's really nice. So when it comes time for me we had a student design last semester. I'll be designing next year, maybe twice.
I mean, you learn by doing, definitely. And so the fact that we are getting to do theater in such a lively, professional way, not just making theater that can last a weekend or can last a day, but that we're working on this process as if we could run this play for years. And so I think what we're really trying to do is to create an atmosphere for the actors, which the actors can tell the story.
I'm the master electrician for our town, which puts me in charge of hanging and focusing the lights for Megan Kidd, our lighting designer. She's got a really incredible design for this show. And I suppose I'm in charge of the technical side of getting it up in the air and making sure everything's plugged in and turns on.
If you want them to be warmer up there, I can add another light to hit them up there.
Okay, so then that'll have to be a focus note.
After we hang the lights, you know, a design can exist on paper, but then you have to create and engineer certain looks, certain stage appearances. So from one scene to another, we can say, hey, go back to that look, which really helps the tech process move smoothly. Design can be a very specialized field, and so in order to reach outside of that in any capacity, it's really important just to be a well-rounded person. And the liberal arts education at Marymount really does that for you. It allows you to be an educated person, not just a specialist in your field. This isn't a trade school. And so I know a lot of people who have gone from design to, say, film editing or post-production. Because of their liberal arts education, they were able to expand and to explore other career options. I myself am particularly interested in sound design, but particularly in the sound design field, only in the past 20 years has it really begun to be recognized as a design field as opposed to just a practical necessity of theater. So in all fields, as the technologies evolve, there's a lot more room for creativity on the design side. As a sound designer, I've heard people say things like, could you make that sound floatier or harder? And figuring out what that means in terms of technical capacity can be difficult, but a lot of the professors here are very big on making sure you understand how to translate that language, and a lot of that was going on here tonight with Megan, deciding what she needed to do on stage to make it look warmer or happier, etc. Small class sizes, working with professors who have worked in their field and know what they're talking about and are really in touch with what's going on in the industry. I mean, it's such a changing industry, constantly evolving, that it's really important that we as students have our fingers on the pulse of what's changing so that we can be prepared to be the future designers. And we're better to do that than New York City, where those evolutions are happening.